Hi guys, Dinner Lady here. Right, so it's Friday today and I'm going to make a burger. What I'm going to do is a lamb and mint burger. So what I'll do is I'll bring you down, I'll show you the ingredients. There's not that many. So let's get on with it. Right, so I've got some lamb mince there. Got some mint sauce. I have a little bit of Dijon mustard to go in with it as well. Got some seeded brioche buns. I've got a garlic and herb dip which I've had in the fridge. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to mix that with some cucumber, a bit like a tzatziki sort of vibe on there. I have a tomato and some lettuce. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mix the lamb and the mint sauce and the mustard together. Right, so I've got my bowl there ready and I'm just going to pop me lamb mince into that. Now, I've made lamb and mint burgers, a few times. And I've used fresh mint, I've used dried mint, and it never actually tastes the same. So what it was is you can buy lamb and mint burgers from the butchers, or them kofta things. So I actually was cheeky enough to go into the butchers. And they say that they use a powder that they use to mix in with the meat to do their burgers and their koftas. So I was cheeky again, asked if they had any. He says he didn't. Whether he did or not, I don't know. Because I thought, oh, well, it's barbecue season. They'll probably have some. People will be wanting barbecue stuff to take home. But what he did say was, he says in the powder, it's got the mint, it's got vinegar powder, it's got sugar, and it's got salt. You see, so if you try just using the regular mint sauce, not the mint jelly, the mint sauce, because that has got, the vinegar, the salt, the sugar and the mint. He says just use that. He says and you'll find that you'll get a much better taste. With the dried, was all right, but not very minty. And then the next time I did it with fresh mint that I had in the garden, and I put a load in. But by the time it's cooked, it loses its flavour. So like I say, I found this is probably the best way to do it. So I just noticed there's a little bit of liquid on the top of there. So I'm just going to get rid of that. That one's been in the packet. Put it out of the way. So I'm going to put about a teaspoon of Dijon mustard in there. Just gives it a little bit of a kick. Don't have to put that in, that's purely optional. And I'm going to put quite a bit of this in. So we're talking 3, maybe 4 spoons of that. What you can do is once it's all mixed in, you can fry off just to like a little coin size, just to make sure you've got enough mint. And if you need any more, you can put some more in. But obviously you can always put more in, but you can't take any out. So the first thing I want to do is just mix this all together. I know it looks a little bit gross, but I know from making these before that that's about enough in there. So just get this. I'm making these at lunchtime, so give the chance for it to all get into the meat. So it's all the way around. You never get every last scraping of it in there. I'm not going to put any salt in this at the moment. Again, because I'm doing this at lunchtime, any more salt, because there is salt in here and salt in the Dijon, it would just make your burgers dry. So, I think that's properly all mixed through. So I'm just going to put that to one side. Actually, I'm going to put it in the fridge. And then about half an hour before we're going to have them, bring them out and let the meat come up to room temperature. It always cooks so much better that way. So we'll see you in a bit. Right, so I thought I'd do this now. I've lost the bottom bit of my grater and it's really starting to annoy us now because we've searched everywhere and I can't find it. So I'm just going to, I've got a piece of kitchen roll here because we do want to get some of the liquid out of this. But all I'm going to do is grate a little bit of cucumber. Don't need a lot because we're not making a lot of dressing. I keep meaning to buy a new grater, and every time I go to the shops I completely forget. Should be enough anyway. Like I say, I'm not making a huge amount of dressing. Make sure that's in there. And all I'm going to do with this is squeeze out some of the water. Get that over there. Get that into the bowl. That's most of it in there anyway. And just get this out. My hands are a bit damp now, so that's it. And then just put some of this garlic dip in with the cucumber. And we'll just let that infuse a little bit in the fridge as well, but that'll be more than enough dressing. You don't want to end up with far too much dressing that you don't know what you're doing with it. So we'll see you in a little while. Right, so I'm back now, finished work, and I'm going to get the burgers on. But the first thing I'm going to do is toast the buns just a little bit. You see, I've got that garlic sauce with the cucumber in, that's all ready. And we'll do our burgers in just a little bit. I'm only going to do one for now, just to show you. And I'm just going to keep an eye on these, just to toast them off nicely. Right, so they're toasted off lovely. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just turn it down, and we'll come back over to the table and we'll start shaping our burgers. So I'm back over to the table. Now I've got the burger meat in here. I'm going to get 4 burgers out of this 500 grams. So all I'm going to do is I've done it into a bit of a round, just roughly like so, and pull it out. Oh, a bit flew off there. Right, so just got it into a round, and I'm just going to do them by hand. We do have a burger press, but I'm just going to do this one by hand. Get it nice. Still debating whether to put any cheese on this or not, but right, let's get back over to the cooker and we'll cook this one off. Right, so I've turned it down a little bit, but it still has got some heat in here from doing the bun, as you can hear. Not perfectly round. Just going to quickly wash my hands and then we'll come back. Right, so that's had a couple of minutes on that side. Oh, falling a little bit. And I'm just going to give it another 2 minutes on that side, and we'll come back over and we'll start the burger. Right, just while it's finishing off on the other side, I'm just going to pull off the bottom of that, and I'm going to put the lettuce on the bottom. I'm going to put a bit of the tzatziki style dressing on the bottom as well, and then there's the burger. Oh, it smells lovely, mind. Get that out of the way.
Oh, lamb burger,
Lamb and mint. So a couple of bits of tomato, and I'm going to put a bit more of the dressing on the top, and there we go, minty lamb burger. So it's going to be a little bit too hot for Ian to munch into right now, so we're going to give it 2 minutes and we'll come back for the taste test.
Alright guys, no weapons again. Look at that beauty. Oh, I I love a minted lamb burger. So I'm going to dag. I've only had one beer. I'm going to dig straight in. Bon.
Oh, look at the juice coming out of that there.
Look at that. Yep.
Yes.
Ooh. Mm. Mm. Oh, they're nice. The mint in there, love it. Lamb and mint are just like best friends, aren't they? Mm-hmm. That's really nice, perfect. Bit of lettuce, bit of that tzatziki style dressing, tomato. Nice bite.
It's not pretty, but a burger's never meant to be pretty, is it?
You always get messy eating a burger.
Well, you should actually. If you don't, you haven't got the right burger.
Who was it that used to do the hunch? Guy Fieri, wasn't it?
No, it was
No.
it was Man vs Food. What was his name?
Adam Richmond.
That's the one.
Oh, I thought that Guy Fieri did it as well. Yes, that's a little bit messy. Look like my hands and my mouth. Absolutely banging. Give it a go. Really nice. I always like lamb burgers anyway, to be honest. So, right. I'm going to leave that there. Thank you everybody for all your support, all your lovely likes, comments, shares, your subscriptions, and all your lovely recipe ideas. Keep them all coming, because it always helps us and gives us fresh ideas for new things to try. So, I hope you enjoy that. I'd definitely give that one a try. Well worth a go. So we'll see you guys on the next one.
Thank you very much for watching.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.